Whoa.
This is cool. This is a wood deck.
Yeah.
I had that guy write my sights. The plaid shirt. I had him write my sights. Yeah, you rotate this.
Almost looks scary that you could fall down in these.
Black. This should be a black thing. Just for aircraft. The gun in the back should be for other boats, other ships. That's an aircraft site. I'm not sure if that's a flak cannon or it probably is.
Oh my god. You gotta go through there? Holy shit. We gotta go through here. Way down there.
Come on. Don't lose your camera. This is a submarine. It's not a jungle gym. It's gonna be harder than a jungle gym.
Yeah. Oh my god. Claustrophobic.
Whoa, what? No matter what ship it's gonna be tight quarters, but a submarine's gonna be the worst.
This is scary. You're going down into the water. Oh my god.
Smells like an old ship.
Yeah, it does. This is cool.
Alright, I'll be there.
Come on down.
I'm working on it. See ya?
You gotta be able to fit through that hole.
This is a brass ladder, I think.
Oh my god. This is crazy.
Should be called
Inside the USS COD. So quiet.
It is. That's a brass ladder. That's neat.
Hello, I'm Chief Torpedoman Dan Cruisenklaus. You've laid below in naval language in the forward torpedo room. Look forward and you'll see COD's 6 torpedo tubes, 3 starboard and 3 port. We leave our base with a fish, as we call them, in every tube, plus 10 reloads. COD carries 2 types of torpedoes, the 22-foot, 3,000-pound Mark 14, which can go over 50 miles per hour for over 2 miles, and deliver 650 pounds of high explosive torpex into the hull of enemy ships. We have a cutaway Mark 14 for you to inspect on the starboard side top rack. Our Mark 14 torpedoes are good weapons, but they also leave a telltale wake enemy destroyers can follow back to attack us with depth charges. Our Mark 18 electric torpedoes don't go as fast, about 30 miles per hour, but don't leave a wake and can't be spotted by lookouts on enemy ships. We have a Mark 18 on the port side top rack for your inspection. The torpedoes are fired electrically from the conning tower, although we also hit a mechanical fire switch here at the same time in case there's any problem with the fire control system. You're probably wondering about the bunks here in the compartment. The truth is, 90% of the time, this compartment is a bedroom with the racks rigged out for sleeping. When we're at battle stations, everything is quickly stowed away and we're ready for action. Speaking of stowing away, you've noticed we don't have a lot of extra space aboard, so the green bunk bags hold crewmen's personal items, and there are small lockers on the bulkhead, but those are used by the senior race in the compartment. We travel light here on the COD. Torpedo men will tell you they love their work so much they don't like to leave the torpedo room. That's true, but we also need to be ready to go at a moment's notice, and the closer you are to your battle station, the better. It may seem strange, but the torpedo room is a favorite place to sleep because it's usually cooler and more quiet here than the rest of the boat. Well, it's time for my watch, but stay and look as long as you like.
Here's the head. The eating room.
We got a little shower here.
Man. Oh, here's another opening to the... Oh, there's an old record player. Ain't that cool?
Yep. In a submarine, you're bored 90%, 95% of the time.
Yeah. Man. Uncomfortable. I think we're in the water. God. Says you can stretch out in bunks with the green vinyl mattress covers on. Don't stretch out in these.
Yeah, I figured the captain was the only one to have a decent place. He has a captain bunk, office, shower, office or pantry.
Oh, this is a bigger one. This one's got, what? Here, you can lay down on this one, Anthony. You can lay down on this one. This one has a green vinyl. I can take your picture.
Junior office.
Gosh. This is the captain's stateroom. Kind of cool. Phone. So everything's handy for the captain. Here's another hole I gotta climb through. Damn. Oh, this must be where all the gadgets are. It goes way in the back there. Anthony's squeezing through there.
Well, this is pretty big in here.
Now it's my turn. I want to do how they swing through here.
Watch your head.
Yeah, really.
Oh, you can't go below deck.
Basically, a submarine submerges by allowing seawater into ballast tanks outside the boat's pressure hull and creating a situation called negative buoyancy. Controlling the speed and amount of water coming into the tanks determines the speed of the dive. To surface, compressed air is blown into these tanks, driving out the seawater so that the boat will have the positive buoyancy needed to float. The levers that let in seawater for submerging are located port, or what we call the wet side. The valves that drive compressed air into the ballast tanks, forcing the water out and allowing us to surface, are on the starboard, or dry side. You will also notice the red lights in the control room. These are used throughout the boat at night when we're surfaced, so that the eyes of anyone going topside will already be adapted to the darkness. We call this rigged for red.
That's supposed to be communicating.
And through another door. Oh wow. This one looks better.
Yeah, it's way bigger.
Huh, I wonder why. There's two.
Yeah.
Yummy. What's for dinner?
Because people drop money down there for whatever reason.
Man, got a deep fryer.
Look.
Hello, I'm George Sacco, COD's chief cook and baker. The photograph of the good-looking guy standing by the coffee machine, that's me. You're in COD's after battery compartment, and just like the forward battery, it's named for the 126 cells located below. Now, it's no secret that submariners get the best food in the entire U.S. Navy, but us cooks make it the best chow. 3 settings, 3 times a day, plus that good old Navy coffee and sandwiches and snacks around the clock. Take a look at today's menu posted on the bulletin board and you'll see what I mean. Why, we even keep the oven going all night just to make sure the crew has fresh bread and rolls every day. When I have the time, I like to make pizza for the boys. A lot of them never had a pizza pie until they came aboard COD, but they sure love it now. You might have noticed canned food in various places throughout the boat. We have to carry enough food to feed 90 men or more for 75 days at sea. So every available space is used to store our food. Plus, there's a cold food locker below where we store more than a ton of meat, fresh vegetables, and eggs. The crew mess is where the crew has their regular meals, 24 men at one time. It's also our recreation room, library, and movie theater. That's right, movies. We love them. A favorite? Well, that one with Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall, To Have and Have Not. That's a good one. And 30 Seconds Over Tokyo is pretty exciting.
Where the heck do you have movies at?
I don't know, they must have something that they pull down or something. I think we're locked in. Oh, now a regular door. Man. Wow, this is a bunk room. Man.
Yeah, 3,
Man,
6,
these...
9, 12, 15, 18, 20. There's like 30 bunks in here.
How could you... how could you turn over in these? I mean, they're like 2 feet, maybe a foot and a half, and you'd be hitting your head. Man, the guys had to be really skinny for this.
I don't know how you climb up there without breaking stuff.
Well, I think they stepped on there, and then...
These are just pipes.
Yeah. Wow. Do you want to go, or shall I?
It don't matter. There's another restroom.
Well, I guess they need more than one restroom in this place.
And there's another shower.
Figure how many guys are in here. There's another head. Here's a sink for shaving and shower. Oh, there's a... Do you know what that is? A washing machine. They even had a washing machine on board here. Okay, now one of these little doors again. Oh, God. These guys had to be thin. And quick.
Watch your head.
And watch your head. Damn.
Here's the engine room.
Mm.
These are big diesel engines. They probably use the heat off them to dry their clothes.
Yeah. It's like what you see in the movies, I think.
It looks like one side of the engine's pretty accessible, but on the other side not so much.
Here's where we came from.
Oops. Looks like they can probably shut off one engine at a time.
There's a tour. Hit it.
So they can probably shut off one engine while they can maintain it while the other one runs.
The conning tower may be the brains of the boat, but its heart is in the engine rooms. I'm motor machinist mate Howard Dougie Dishon, or as we're called in the Navy, a motorman. And I'm in charge of maintaining COD's 16-cylinder, 1600 horsepower General Motors diesel engines. Built in Cleveland, these engines drive the generators that provide the electricity to power the boat and charge the batteries, which is running on the surface. You're standing in the forward engine room, which houses 2 of the 5 engines. 2 more are located in the after engine room, and the setup is basically the same in each compartment. The 5th engine, one we call the Dinky, produces 700 horsepower and is located below the number 3 and 4 engines in the after engine room. If you turn around and look toward the door you just came through, you'll notice 2 large cylindrical tanks on the forward bulkhead. These are freshwater stills that convert seawater into very high-quality distilled water for the batteries, as well as drinking and showering water for the crew. It can get very hot in the engine rooms, especially right after we dive when the engine heat causes the temperature to soar to 110 degrees or more. When the boat is rigged for silent running, with no fans or air conditioning operating, the heat and humidity build up quickly, making conditions uncomfortable throughout the boat. Sure, it's hot and noisy here in the engine rooms, but just listening to these GM diesels running smooth and strong powering our generators, well, that makes it all worthwhile. And now it's time for me to check the temperature gauges. Oh, one more thing. Be sure to let one of our electricians mates in the maneuvering room tell you how the engines and batteries work to power COD.
Wow.
These are big manifolds.
Okay, here we go. All it is straight, little tiny doors. Wow. Another engine room. God, what the heck? Now, where do we go from here? High voltage. Yeah, high voltage. Don't want to touch this stuff. Wow. Oh my God, it's like non-stop. This is... Just keep on walking. I can imagine going through here at nighttime when it's completely dark or something.
Hello, I'm electrician's mate, first class Hugh Lynch. Glad to have you here with us in the maneuvering room. You've just seen COD's big GM diesel engines. And as you've probably noticed by now, COD is a very complex vessel. The best technology the Navy has here in 1944. Basically, the maneuvering room is the gas pedal of the boat. The big shiny levers you see on your left control power distribution. The gauges on the panel in front of the control levers tell us exactly what our electric output is and how fast we're going. The skipper uses the motor order telegraphs to tell us how fast he wants COD to go. How fast is COD? On the surface, she's a real speedboat, capable of traveling up to 22 knots or nautical miles per hour, fast enough to outrun her targets and lie in wait to set up her attack. Underwater, COD can make up to 9 knots per hour, but that speed would quickly deplete the batteries, so she usually travels at 3 to 4 knots when we're submerged, allowing us to stay under for 24 hours or more. And when the skipper gives the order to dive, we cut the diesel engines and engage the batteries. The most important thing to remember is whether COD is running on the surface on her diesels or submerged using battery power, the boat is actually driven by powerful electric motors located under the maneuvering room. She's an all-electric vessel, using diesel-powered batteries to generate that electricity. If you take a closer look at the photograph of the maneuvering room, you'll see that one of the electrician's mates is wearing dungarees that are full of holes. That's because the specific gravity of every one of COD's battery cells has to be tested on every watch, and some battery acid always manages to end up on our pants. Well, I have a feeling we're going to surface soon, so things will get pretty busy here in the maneuvering room. Hope you learned a little about what makes COD go. So long.
That's difficult for me even.
Yeah,
Don't fall in there.
yeah, it's not very easy.
You could fall in there. I'm surprised they have you.
Well, that ends our tour of the USS COD. I hope you guys enjoyed
One thing
it.
that's cool about Lake Erie is you can't see across it, so it does seem like you're on the ocean.
Yeah, a dirty ass ocean.
Right.